What's up, duelists? YCS Pasadena got canceled, and your boy is big sad because this is one of the decks I was working on. This is one of the decks I was testing to play at that event. I was bummed out. I wanted to meet some of you guys. I wanted to go hang out and play some Yu-Gi-Oh! With the boys. Unfortunately, doesn't look like it's going to be happening, but I do have this sweet video of MMF and I playing this deck, and I want to showcase not only the deck list, but some of the combos in this deck. This isn't by any means a perfect deck. The list is a little messy. I'm not an expert deck builder when it comes to current format or anything, but I do really like the artwork on some of these cards, and I gravitated towards it, and it isn't like the least viable strategy you can be playing. It's a pretty cool strategy that has a lot of unique interactions and has a lot of unique play in with regards to like the current metagame. So I wanted to showcase it a little bit, kind of show off what I was working on with it, and maybe show off a couple of combos too before we get into the gameplay. Just as a brief description of this deck, it's a DESPIA Dogmatica deck, which means you play DESPIA cards and you play Dogmatica cards. I mean, that's pretty much it. It's the same as like in Edison format. If you play a Quick Draw Dandelion deck, it means you play Quick Draw and you play Dandelion. Not much to it. Not much to it. There's a few extra cards in here. There's a Destiny Hero package, which, if you guys know Destiny Heroes, one of these should be familiar to you guys. There's a really powerful Destiny Hero card that just came out. It's Destiny Hero Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. This card makes your opponent's monsters lose attack for each hero in your graveyard. So it weakens your opponent's field. And then whenever it dies, on the next turn you can summon any Destiny Hero from your graveyard, including itself. It basically can't die, because it'll just keep coming back, unless it's banished or like negated in the graveyard or something. And then it also has this really powerful effect where quick effect, you can basically destroy a card you control and a card your opponent controls. So it's a quick effect Scrap Dragon. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but that's nuts. It can destroy itself and then it'll come back every turn. And it's just like this loopable piece of interaction, piece of removal. And the fusion materials you use to make it are all really good cards as well and have special graveyard effects. For the main engine, Alubear is kind of like a Stratos or a Machina Gear frame, if you know what those do. He has another effect too, but it doesn't really come up that much. It can, but it doesn't really come up that much. There's Despia and Tragedy, which is my favorite card in this entire deck. It has a really unique effect where if it's sent to the graveyard or banished, you can search any Despia monster from your deck to your hand. Now, this is obviously broken. I mean, you could even play this with Allure of Darkness. You could play this with Gold Sarcophagus, Foolish Burial. I've opted not to include those cards in this deck, but they are cards that I've played with in the past. The biggest combo with this is going to come around with Fusion Destiny, but I'll get to that later. And then it has a second effect too, where you can banish it from your graveyard and you can set a branded spell or trap from your graveyard to the field. So not only does it have this really insane like tutor effect, but it also has this busted like Magician of Faith type effect, which lets you get back any of your spell cards in case they get stopped. Really powerful card, really fun to play with. There's a lot of like unique lines where you're like banishing it on your opponent's turn or like doing stuff on your opponent's turn, tutoring a monster, then on your turn you get back a spell and then just do some crazy stuff from there. Dramaturge of Despia is one of the best cards in the deck. He's like kind of your muscle. He's a 3000 attack monster that helps you build up to a lot of OTKs. There's an OTK setup, which I'll cover again in the combo stuff. When he's used as a fusion material monster, even if he's banished, you get a special summon it, which is really busted. And then he has a built-in breakthrough skill or effect failure, which is obviously nasty. The only downside of this card is that you can only use his effects once per turn. So I can't like fuse two of them and then summon both of them. And then the last card in the Despian engine is this Ad Libitum of Despia. I'm not even sure if this card is good. I'm just playing it because it's another Despia name. When it's used as a fusion material, you get to summon another Despia monster from your banished or graveyard zone. That's like part of it, I guess, because you can also summon a level 8 or higher fusion monster. I'm reading this card for the first time. I'm gonna be honest, I haven't used this card yet. It's in here. It was in here for the videos. We didn't really play with it that much. You know, fuck it. Next up. I guess the branded spells, which go with the Despia monsters. I'll explain those a little bit. This one is really important, and this one is also really important. The opening is kind of just like copies 4 through 6 of your Alubear and your Tragedy. It just summons a monster from your deck, and it can also protect your fusion monsters once they're on the field. So this card's good. But these two cards are really important because this is how the deck functions. Branded in Red and DESPIA Theater of the Branded are both pseudo-polymerization cards. They let you fusion summon. The whole deck is built around fusion summoning. In fact, most of your cards lock you into fusion summoning. So it's like you want to get your materials out and then you use these cards to fusion summon. Branded in Red being a quick play is super important. In this metagame, Artifact Scythe and Dimensional Barrier are two really big cards, and they can lock certain decks out. However, Branded in Red lets you fusion summon on your opponent's turn, which is really big. It lets you play the game basically under these soft lock cards that lock you out of your extra deck for a full turn. It's a really unique card. It's really powerful, and you don't even really have to like use the fusion material. You can just use it as like a quick play, like add back one of your DESPIA monsters. Great card. The fusion field spell thing is pretty cool. It's a once per turn polymerization for level 8 or higher fusions. And if a non-fusion fairy monster dies, you get to summon back your fusions from your graveyard. So it turns all of your monsters that aren't fusions into monster reborns for your fusions if they die, which is a really, really powerful effect. It makes it so that your boards are hard to break permanently unless they go after the field spell first. Next up, the Dogmatica cards. If you don't know what these do, they've been out for a little while. You know, this is one of my first times playing with them, so they're new to me too. This Nadir Servant, it mills a monster from your extra deck, and it lets you tutor any Dogmatica monster. Basically, you always get Ecclesia unless you already have it. Sometimes you get Maximus if you have like triple tactics and you want to like set up a combo or something. You want to use this at the end of your turn because it locks you out of using your extra deck. So you can't fusion summon on your turn after you use Nadir Servant. Another reason why Branded Red is good, because oftentimes you'll lock yourself out of your own extra deck on your turn, and then you can Branded Red on your opponent's turn, etc., etc. You get where I'm going with this. After you've tutored the Ecclesia tutors the other cards. They each have like kind of unique effects. Fleur de Lis is a effect failure / beat stick that pumps up your dudes. Maximus is kind of a wall that mills out stuff from the extra deck. It has a unique summoning condition where you can special summon it by banishing an extra deck monster from your graveyard. It's pretty cool. Oftentimes that comes up, especially after you've Nadir Servant, you have an extra fusion monster or whatever in your graveyard. You can summon it, and then his other effect mills 2 monsters from each player's extra deck, which can activate some of your effects, and in some cases, it'll activate your opponent's effects and allow you to activate Triple Tactics talent. And then the last Dogmatica card is this Dogmatica Punishment. Mills a monster from your extra deck. You can destroy a monster on the field with higher or... what is it? Equal or higher attack from your extra deck? Yeah. Weaker, a monster weaker than the one you milled. And then you can get other effects from the monsters that you milled from your... It's like a Treacherous Trap Hole. It's basically a tutorable Treacherous Trap Hole. It's pretty good. It's a good trap card. However, it does lock you out of the extra deck for an entire turn cycle. So it's until the end of your next turn after this card resolves. So if you activate this on your opponent's turn, on your next turn, you won't be able to use your extra deck. Something to be careful of. Last but not least, you got 3 Nibiru. In current format, a lot of monsters get summoned, and this card just kills them all. So that's why you play it. Worst case scenario, your opponent doesn't summon a lot of monsters, and then you can use it as fusion material, because all of the Despian fusions use generic light or dark monsters as fusion material. If you've got a Mystic Mine, which turns your terraforming into a hard lockdown card, it's also a going second card, lets you shut off entire boards and then wait till you have the resources to break it. Powerful card. I think most decks should be playing this card if they can. We've got Called by the Grave. This stops Droll and Lockbird. It also stops a lot of other hand traps. Just a powerful one-of card. 2 super polymerizations. I'm an old format player. I don't want my opponents reacting to my shit with their broken-ass hand traps or broken-ass trap cards. This card can't be reacted to. No solemns, no anything. Just good, clean answer to anything. Busted card in current format, especially when you can make these powerful fusions down here. And then you've got Triple Tactics talent. This card is phenomenal. I love this card so much. It's basically modal untargetable Change of Heart, modal Forceful Sentry, or modal Pot of Greed. But the restriction for it is you can only use it if your opponent activated a monster effect during your main phase. There's a few ways you can kind of bait hand traps and then activate this, or you can use Maximus as a way to trick your opponent into sending a monster that has an effect from their extra deck, and then you can activate Triple Tactics talent. Or if your opponent has onboard effects even, like let's say they have a Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, you can bait them into activating that and then take control of it and reversal them. This card is really powerful. I think also most decks should probably be playing this, and I would fit a third if I could. Last but not least in the deck, Shadow Schism. This is kind of just a way to summon a Winda. Again, I'm an old format player. I don't like when things get too crazy. I've got to keep it under control somehow. This stops players from special summoning more than once per turn. Really slows down the game. Shadow Schism, there's a combo with the Nadir Servant and everything. I'll get into the combos later, but this lets you summon Winda, and it lets you lock out your opponent from doing their broken stuff. With regards to the sideboard, we've got Phantasme, which sort of fixes the deck because there's a lot of bricks. You got 3 Kaiju, 2 Wind ones for the stupid fucking bird decks, and then 1 Dark one because, I don't know, because I like the art, alright? Because it looks cool. 3 Dark Ruler No More lets you negate entire boards. This is really a useful card against stuff like Drytron or stuff that puts a bunch of Solemn Judgment monsters into play. We've got a couple of Cyclones, Harpies, Feather Duster, and Evenly Matched for back row decks. I love all of these cards. These are like some of my most favorite cards to play. Actually, I'm a big fan of this card, Cosmic Cyclone. I haven't played a deck without it, and if I ever cut it, I miss it. So very, very good card. And then Red Reboot again for back row decks. This is a card that fogs trap cards. You have a few OTK setups with this deck. Red Reboot is just a way to like force through an OTK against a deck that sets 4 trap cards against you. Anyway, let's get over to the combos. I'll show you guys what this deck can do, why I like playing it, and then I will get into the games with MMF. Alright, so the first combo I wanted to show you guys is a 1 card combo. I know, that sounds crazy, right? It sounds insane. But the 1 card is Fusion Destiny. The first thing you're going to do is activate Fusion Destiny. Wow, what a surprise. The 1 card combo, you activate your 1 card. Amazing. So this says you can fusion summon 1 Destiny Hero monster from your extra deck using materials from your deck as fusion material, but it is destroyed during the end phase. That's not going to matter. And you can only special summon Destiny monsters for the rest of the turn. Or not Destiny monsters, Dark Hero monsters. Whatever. You get the point. So we're going to be fusion summoning not the Hallmark Destiny Hero Phoenix Destroyer fucking long ass name guy. We're going to summon Destiny Hero Dangerous, which is made with any Destiny Hero monster and any Dark Effect monster. First thing we're going to send is our Destiny Hero monster. We're going to send Destiny Hero Denier. Now this guy is interesting. He has an interesting effect. He has a once per game effect, which is something you don't see in Edison at all. And he's going to fill the role for our Destiny monster, and then for the Dark Effect monster, we're going to send Despian Tragedy. Now our Destiny Hero Dangerous is summoned to the field, and our Destiny Hero Tragedy is going to activate because it was sent to the graveyard by a card effect. So what the Destiny Hero Tragedy does is it lets us search for any Despia monster. So we're going to search for Aluber, the Jester of Despia. If you have other cards in your hand at this point, depending on those cards, you can activate Destiny Hero Dangerous, you can discard a card to send Celestial, and kind of set up more combos that way at this point. But for now, we're just going to focus on what happens when you have just a Fusion Destiny. So next up, you're going to activate your Destiny Hero Denier. What this card does is once per game, you can special summon it from your graveyard if you control another Destiny Hero monster, which we do. So we're going to special summon that from our graveyard. Next, we're going to summon Aluber. This is going to get us the Theater of the Branded, Despia, which is basically our once per turn polymerization. We're going to activate this. We're going to declare the effect of this. We're going to fusion summon our Dangerous and our Denier, and we're going to make the Phoenix Enforcer. Wow. All in 4 summons, 1 card, and we've got this guy, this thing, and this guy, which is our once per turn Scrap Dragon, and everything. If we pitched another card to send Celestial, we'll have a draw 2 in our near future, and all of this stuff floats, basically, except the field spell. If the field spell is removed, it doesn't float. But if the Jester dies, let's say we activate the Phoenix Enforcer, and they kill our Despia guy thing. Oh, okay, this guy dies, we get to summon back our Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. And then on our standby phase, we'll get to summon back one of our Destiny Hero monsters other than the Phoenix Enforcer, and we can, further combo off, And if they destroy our field spell, let's say, and on our next turn we want it back, we can use the Despian Tragedy to banish it to set it to our field, which is really convenient. Why is there not a button for that? That's annoying. Anyway, basically the whole field is floating. It's a 1 card setup. It's really, really busted. Next combo. The next combo I want to show you guys is Aluber plus Despia monster number 1 and Despia monster number 2. Preferably one of these is a Tragedy or a Dramaturge, but I don't think it actually matters. Basically, you summon Aluber, You use its effect. You search for the field spell. You use the field spell. Fuse your Owlbear, your Dramaturge, and your Tragedy all together. You make the first Dark Lord. This is a really cool fusion monster. It takes 3 Dark Fairies. Well, what do you know? All our cards are 3 Dark Fairies. And now we have a couple of effects that are going to activate. We have Dramaturge and Tragedy, which both activate. We can use these in whatever chain link order we want to avoid a hand trap. Basically, though, no matter which order we do it in, provided they both resolve, Dramaturge is going to summon itself out. The Tragedy is going to search us whatever Despian monster we want, whether it's another Owlbear or, you know, the ad libitum guy who I didn't know what he did in the deck profile, still don't. And then the Dark Lord guy, you can pay 1,000 to summon a fairy monster from your graveyard in defense position. So you can pay 1,000 here, you know, whatever, special summon your Tragedy. Boom. Based. Really powerful. Then on your opponent's turn, you can pay 1,000 again in their whatever main phase, special summon your Owlbear, go get another search, and then you've gone plus a million. You know, it's a busted combo. It's a busted combo, and it gets around Nibiru, and it ends you with an effect failure and a bunch of untargetable monsters and a 4,000 monster that if it dies, it comes back because of the theater and all this stuff. This is a really powerful combo, provided your Owlbear resolves. It's disgusting. All right, next combo. The next combo I wanted to show you guys is Nadir Servant plus Despian Tragedy. Nadir Servant lets you send a monster from your extra deck to the graveyard to add 1 Dogmatica monster from your deck to your hand. For this combo, we are going to send El Shadal Apocalone, which is a mouthful. And we are going to search for Dogmatica Ecclesia the Virtuous. Apocalone has a really interesting effect when it's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, I believe, or if it's just sent to the graveyard at all, you can add 1 Shadal card from your deck or graveyard to your hand, then discard 1 card. So we get to add our Shadal Schism to our hand. We get to discard our Despian Tragedy, and then the Tragedy effect is going to activate. We're going to be able to search our deck for Owlbear, which can search us whatever we really want to search for. In this instance, I'm going to search for Branded in Red because we are locked out of using our extra deck, but we do want to be able to make things on the opponent's turn. Anyway, then you set your 2 cards and you can pass your turn. You go +2, but this +2 is very powerful because it leads to more pluses, right? You've got this Shadal Schism, which during the main phase of either turn, you get a fusion summon a Shadal monster by banishing stuff from your graveyard or your hand, I believe, or your field, which is really strong because if you banish this Despian Tragedy, it'll give you another search. And then you banish these 2, Despian Tragedy and Shadal Apocalone. You get to summon El Shadal Winda, which locks your opponent out of special summons. And you can do this at an opportune moment. I'm just showing you kind of what would happen. And then the Tragedy is going to get you another search. I guess Dramaturge, because you don't have that. And that'll combo with your Branded in Red. And if your Owlbear dies, let's say it dies, right? All of a sudden you can brand it in red, add back your Owlbear, you know, fusion summon away your Winda and your Dramaturge, make your whatever Despian fusion you want to make. They'll have crazy effects. Not really going to get into it right now, but, you know, special summon back your Dramaturge, and then you've unlocked your own, you know, Winda lock, and on your turn you can pop off, special summon all your monsters, and go for an OTK, basically. So this is a cool combo. It's a cool setup to have the Nadir Servant plus the Tragedy. You can do a lot with that alone. Very powerful stuff. That's going to be it for the combo portion of this video. Make sure and check out the gameplay with me and MMF. We kind of struggle through a few of the decisions, but it's a difficult deck to play. It's a difficult format. So hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe the video if you haven't yet already. See you guys in the matches. We're live. We're live, MMF.
We're live?
We're live getting a game with the Despia Dogmatica deck. The viewers are super excited for this. Despia is a fan favorite.
Current format. And so all y'all Edison players, you may not be able to appreciate the Despias. But actually, I think this is a good deck to kind of like show off. Yeah. From like a past format perspective.
Yeah. Opponent's playing 44. Kind of common in the earlier formats to play less than or more than. Okay. What does this mean? What did they mean by this, MMF?
I think they mean that they are, yeah. Either that or Elflich.
Yeah.
It's going to be one or the other.
I'm gonna click read because I legitimately don't know what this does. Do you know what this card does?
Yeah. It's he's gonna. I assume he's using the effect. He didn't declare it though.
Yeah, I guess
Did
they're
he
not.
not?
Yeah, I guess they're just.
Normally they immediately set one of the Altergeist traps because that's what it is, like a Stratus for that.
Mm.
Um,
He said he didn't want to. What did he mean by that?
he said, yeah, I guess that's what he means. He didn't want to use the Stratos effect, but it also has a second effect while it's on the field, just a special. It won't be relevant yet, but he can special summon more Altergeists from his grave.
Interesting. I think we're gonna lead on normal summon Owlbear and try to get the effect. Okay, just kidding. Just kidding. We're gonna
get another game.
We're gonna get another game. All right. Easy points. Easy points. Let's see. This is just what you come to expect when they see us queue up against them. They know. MMF Keegan too powerful. They have to quit.
Yeah.
Also, what are we picking, MMF?
Paper.
Okay, tactical. Next
Rock.
up. Oh, based.
Easy.
Very, very powerful choices. Nice selection. A nice selection. Generally want to go first with this deck in game 1. Damn, this hand is kind of shitty. But we do have Called By, so we can resolve Branded Opening for sure.
Yeah.
This is a little tricky though.
It's nice if he does try to hand trap the opening, then you get both Called By and the triple tactics, so that would be good. But
this is kind of tricky because if we Branded Opening, we can only fusion summon, so we can't Branded Opening into what's that card? What's that card called?
The Stratos.
The 1-star. The 1-star. The Tragedy. There we go.
Oh, DESPIA Tragedy.
Yeah, we can't go into Tragedy and then make Link Karibo and then turn on our Branded in red as a fusion spell. It's a little awkward. So we actually have no other way to find a second monster.
Yeah, that is really annoying.
Yeah. Hopefully our second opponent here has just disappeared. So basically what we would have had to do is like hope they hand trap us. We can Call By it and then we can Tactics Draw 2.
Yeah, and then basically get a new hand and then you get something going.
We'll
hopefully
see.
With it, because even then it would be off the two draws from the triple tactics, right?
Yeah, it would have to be
because if those are both bricks, then we still have nothing.
Yeah. So it looks like we were able to get the W, but let's see if what would have happened had we summoned the Owlbear, right? Let's say we Called By their hand trap.
Yeah.
And then this would have searched us the field spell because I guess we could have also searched the Branded Opening because we have double Branded in red.
Branded in red.
We would have had to discard a Branded in red for the opening.
Right.
So we'd have one. We'll probably get the field spell, whatever. And then
now see what the two draws are.
Yeah, let's see if we would have drawn. Oh, we would have drawn out of it.
Okay.
So we would have
Tragedy in hand. You're fine.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get an actual game. Fingers crossed.
Third try is a charm.
MMF. Rock paper scissors.
Scissors.
This person is hungry as AMF. What is AMF?
I think it's actually as MF, like the article.
Oh.
And then MF.
I thought like AMF, like American, film. What is it?
American
Music Festival. Yeah. Let's just making something up. I don't know.
MMF with an A instead of the first M.
All right. See, this hand is nice. This hand is real nice. We can Owlbear activate.
Yeah, you're just gonna get a full setup through, almost certainly through a hand trap, right? Because now you can.
We can Fusion Destiny, yes.
You can Fusion Destiny, and that's gonna.
Let me think here. Well, we got Veilered, which kind of sucks, but I think we still do Fusion Destiny. I'm just trying to think if we want to go for the Phoenix Enforcer straight up, or if we want to go for the Dangerous.
Okay, with Dangerous, you're still going to be able to get a Phoenix Enforcer, right?
Yes, we should. So
you can send the floating. I don't know the name off the top of my head. The guy that floats and summons himself.
Denier. Destiny Hero Denier.
Right.
Let's do this. I think this is a little bit more fun, and it gets to show off the combos that this deck has a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely.
I think we will be pitching the terraforming.
Terraforming
To
redundant.
foolish. Yeah, to
We-
foolish those celestial.
We hard drew the field spell.
Yep. I think this is going to search us a second Aluber, maybe? Yeah, it's got to be that.
Yeah.
And then we'll use the Denier effect.
Hopefully he doesn't shark you for resolving tragedy and then declaring Denier. That would have been really funny if that happened on camera.
I mean, we can activate this
He could have
whenever,
done that.
right?
He could have done that, right?
What do you mean?
Oh no, you're right. Sorry, you're right. Yeah,
Yeah.
Denier is just a
It's
regular
just whatever, yeah.
ignition. For some reason, I thought it was trigger with the other one.
We're going to go ahead and pitch our terraforming.
It's terraforming.
Send the Celestial. Nice. Nice. And then, since we can only special summon, what are they called? Destiny Hero monsters. Here we summon the Phoenix Enforcer. We set the Super Poly, which is going to be live because we have a Despian monster in play. And we pass. And we're big chillin'.
And that's pretty much that's the full setup, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, pretty much.
The Veiler basically did nothing.
Ooh. Main deck, Harpy's Feather Duster.
That's annoying.
That is annoying. That gets rid of one of our pieces of interaction and the way we have to float our Aluber. Ooh.
We still have another Aluber though, so we can get another field spell back.
True.
If we want to.
Is there a reason for us to Phoenix Enforcer this here?
Like now?
Yeah.
I don't think so because
Okay.
this card that's a field spell. So if you need it to not do something, you can just pop it on the chain.
True. Facts. That makes sense, yeah.
And he doesn't target, so that other.
Okay, so they're going to summon Baby Ceresaurus. We're not going to destroy that with Phoenix Enforcer.
It's going to. Do you want to just get rid of the Lost World right now and not get the token?
Yeah, I think so too. That's going to stop them from doing their little combos. They have to have a way to blow this up. Is there a way they can blow this up after?
He would have to have miscellaneous source in hand, but he didn't. That would have been the way to play through that. He discards miscellaneous source and gets Archeosaur. I think I'm getting the name right.
Interesting. We didn't declare our Destiny Phoenix in grave. That was probably something we should have had to do. But our opponent decided that was enough. You know, we're 3-0. Let's get another match.
Yeah. Go for 4.
Yeah, the 4-Pete.
And maybe we can even get a full match.
I think this guy's picking rock.
Yeah, let's go paper.
Nice.
Oh my god, we are undefeated.
Goated.
Oh, yeah.
Goated.
Wait, I think we lost the first one.
We did that, but we won the game, you know. So didn't count. Doesn't count, yeah. This hand's a little
Ooh.
a little sus.
All right, I mean, I guess we're just playing Dogmaticas.
Yeah, we could also branded opening for. I actually like that.
Actually, you're gonna have plenty to do here, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Do you want to keep the Nibiru?
Not really.
I don't think so because you're.
Yeah.
I think Nibiru is the pitch.
Yeah, I think so too. And then the Aluber is going to get summoned. We're going to be able to tutor our field spell from our deck, which is going to be very nice. Very nice for us indeed. Aluber effect to search. This would have been bad if they had Ash. It was like one of the first times where we would have really been boned by a particular hand trap. We still have our normal summon, so we could normal summon Ecclesia and
get punishment, right?
We could also not search. We could make Predaplant. It just depends.
Oh, you're right. You could have, yeah.
Yeah, Predaplant for Fusion Destiny is something we could have done.
And that's going to get you basically a setup.
Yes. Here, however, we're just going to go for our, these two guys. They're going to make us either the dragon or this guy. I kind of like this guy a little bit more. But the dragon's cool. Let's just go for the dragon. Fuck it. He's hard.
We don't have to worry about the Despia name because we don't have a super poly.
Yeah.
So that's probably fine.
And then here we can Ecclesia and then search for the punishment. And then we'll have punishment plus branded, which is going to be really nice for us. 2 pieces of
that's
interaction, more or less. I think I'm going to set the punishment first. It's the ultimate fake out.
Yeah, and definitely select zones. We are playing current format.
Got to play around impermanence. So this guy's going to be a chain energy. If they try to combo off, they're going to have to pay 600. They basically only get, what is it, something like 12 plays before they're dead.
Yeah, assuming none of them kill the dragon.
Yeah, and we can protect the dragon using our branded opening if we need to.
Oh, you're right. Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, so they have to banish our boy. We're going to let him go to main. We could make another dragon here using branded in red.
Yeah.
But I think we'll do it after we see what they're playing. We'll see the first play and then... Because I think the way the math works out... Okay, what is this? I have never seen this card.
Okay. This is a card.
Oh, what?
And that is another card. He has items. You probably just want to read it. It's I don't even know how to explain it without just reciting the text.
Destroyed and sent to the graveyard. Wait, what the fuck am I reading? You know what? I'm not gonna read this. I'm just gonna respond with So they have to pay 600.
Yeah.
I think I am gonna respond with the branded in red because this looks like some sort of a disgusting. Is that?
It is extremely disgusting.
So we are gonna chain this. Target Owlbear, and this is going to make us a second dragon. This gets added to our hand. The Ecclesia and the Owlbear get banished, and we're going to make a second dragon. Now, they have to pay 1,200 to play any cards. Let's see if this comes up. Now I'll actually read this. Discard one card.
Equal to the number of cards we control. Technically, we still control a branded.
Yeah, technically
relevant.
Yeah. What did he reveal? I don't even fucking read that shit.
Blue Eyes alternative ultimate thing.
Oh, cool.
Fusion something.
You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck except fusion monsters. The turn you activate this card, you can only use one fusion deployment. So this basically just summons a fucking fusion material. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. This might be a problem though. Branded opening does not just protect them if they're destroyed by battle. It only protects them if they're destroyed by card effects.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to think if we have a fusion. We do have fusions with higher than 3,000 attacks, so we can blow up this Blue Eyes if it comes to this.
Yeah. So he's probably... I have no idea what he's getting with terraforming here.
It better be Mystic Mine.
It's nice, though, because he's going to have to pay 2,400 to do whatever he's going to do.
Giant Ballpark.
I've never seen this card in my life.
Super Polymerization.
Ooh.
1,200.
Okay. That is problematic.
Mildly problematic.
Are we alive here?
I think we are. Things don't look good.
We still have a Dogmatica punishment.
Yeah, we do. But things don't look good, I'm going to be honest. They don't look good.
Yeah, things are looking rough.
Leaves the field by a card effect of a non-fusion fairy monster. Okay. Thankfully, the Masquerades can come back if we need them to.
And they will, right?
We can choose to do it. It's a quick effect. While the opponent controls basically an extra deck.
So as long as he's got this Starving Venom, we can bring it back.
Yes.
That is good.
Yeah. I'm not sure what this means, but maybe we'll be able to do something like turn them into a Predaplant next turn? I don't know. Predaplant could get Super Poly. Super Poly could eat the Starving Venom and our Predaplant. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
I need to read this. I've never seen this shit before in my life. During damage calculation, if a player would take battle damage, you may make neither player take battle damage. And if you send one level 4 lower insect monster from your deck to the graveyard, if you send a normal monster, you can special summon any number of monsters the same name as that monster from your hand or deck and or graveyard. If a monster you control is sent to the graveyard by an opponent's card effect, you can special summon one insect monster from your graveyard. Okay, so basically, we want to destroy his shit before
he gets to activate that effect.
Yeah, so we are gonna change.
Do we have something we can send with Dogmatica punishment?
We do. We have the first Dark Lord. This will destroy the Blue Eyes, right? That's the one we want to destroy?
Yeah, I think so. Is that true?
Yeah. I think so. Because this way we can still activate our dudes.
Why is he activating this?
Yeah, never mind. Yeah, exactly. Never mind. Exactly.
Okay,
yeah. You're trying to summon. Plus, I changed this. It didn't even resolve yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he also does not have that Kuwagata thing in his grave.
Yes. All right. So here,
which I assume is what he's going to summon with this. If he does that, doubt that seems not worth it.
Here I might activate one of these to wall out because I don't want them to summon a million insect monsters. So,
Well, I think he's still going to be able to activate it, right?
if a player would take battle damage.
Good point.
Yeah,
Good point.
so we're gonna wall out with this, and if he
Yeah,
wants
we
to
are going to be
attack it-
down a masquerade on our turn, though, right?
Yeah, but we're still gonna be able to function if we hit any Despia monster because we can bring back the second masquerade, and then we can use our field spell to.
Well, we're not going to be able to use our field spell yet because we used punishment.
On our turn. Wait, punishment. Does this lock us out from?
And until the end of your next turn after
Your
that
next
after
turn.
this card resolves. So we're
Okay.
we're going to be out of it for this turn.
All right. Well, we drew a dark monster, which is good. We can maybe
That
just
is good.
pass. I think he didn't choose to attack the masquerade, so I think we're just gonna pass.
Yeah, I'm not sure why he didn't, but we'll take it.
Yeah. Next turn, we'll be able to make our own Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, and then we can have it gain attack equal to their Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, right? Is that how this works? If this card is
I
fusion
think so.
summoned, yes. And then we can run it over for a lot of damage. Maybe even lethal. If they choose not to attack our masquerade. Again, we'll for sure have lethal next turn using our own Starving Venom. Oh no, just kidding. If this card is destroyed, it destroys all of our cards.
Well, no, only all of your special summon monsters.
Oh, okay. So we could special summon our own masquerade. Then we do have lethal for sure, right?
If I'm pretty sure if I'm thinking through everything, and that's only if Starving Venom is destroyed.
Yes, true. So here we can fuse these into our own Starving Venom and then use Celestial to attack for lethal, right? Is that how we're getting to 4,000?
If these both survive, he can attack over one of them, right?
No, we just fusion summon a Starving Venom.
Oh, you're right. Sorry.
You're good. Yeah. This is kind of a convoluted line. Wait, Giant Ballpark is like a fog.
No, take any battle damage from that battle.
Oh shit.
That's so annoying.
Wait.
I have no idea what any. I'm like staring at his grave right now, trying to figure out what all these cards do.
Wait.
I guess I know what Blue Eyes White Dragon and Cyber Dragon do, but outside of that, I'm pretty lost.
I guess we don't summon the Celestial then. I think we just go battle phase and then attack.
Just get it. You just want to get it over with, have him crash. We lose Starving Venom this way though.
We do, yeah.
But hold on. Oh, this is going to be good because now our Starving Venom is going to trigger its effect too, right?
Yes, it is.
And if the timing is working out the way I'm thinking, it's going to destroy all this shit he's about to summon.
It should, right? Because Ballpark resolves, then our
Ballpark resolves during damage calculation.
and then our Starving Venom will activate and destroy all of his monsters. Yep.
At end of the damage step.
Yep. He says, "Wait, more chives, please." Yes. And now we declare the effect of Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, which destroys all of his monsters. Oh, he did not use Starving effect.
Using Starving is optional,
okay,
right?
okay. Didn't use it. Fair enough. Okay, cool. Interesting. So we have a 5,600 Starving Venom until the end of this turn. Okay, so that's gonna go away. What can they do with all these monsters? Should we set our Celestial? Are we gonna get OTK'd here somehow?
I'm not sure.
I think we'll pass. I don't know what we're doing, MF. This is way out of my
I'm still just trying to take in this one Giant Ballpark card.
It's like a fog.
We
As long as
cheat
you
this
have...
turn, right? We passed a turn and then he passed back and then we summoned our things after punishment.
Yeah.
After punishment's restriction.
We waited a full turn cycle. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's just like a fog. As long as you have insect monsters in your deck.
And we know he's got another set because we saw that that Kuwagata Alpha thing.
Yeah.
The slash draw.
Yeah.
Which is ironically also the card that is in Giant Ballpark's art.
Okay, so they've got a
great
kaiju. That's annoying, because that means this is not destroyed. Interesting. Now, more chives can crash his monsters, right? What is this? Fallen of Albus. This is going to eat our kaiju. Okay, Titanic Cloud. Okay, we're just fucking dead then. Holy shit. Yeah, that's 8,000. Well, shit.
That is indeed 8,000.
All right, all right, all right, all right.
Okay.
Let me just fucking let me just. What just happened? What just happened? All right. We need these because that ballpark card is annoying, right?
Yes. I assume he didn't even. Yeah, I guess.
And then I guess evenly is probably pretty good because he summons out. I guess that's his combo, right? It's like Albez plus 3 of the 2,000 insects to attack for lethal.
Yeah, and so you could evenly at the end of the battle phase that he gets the insects.
Yes, exactly. And then um, wipe that all out. Uh, super polymerization didn't look bad. Triple tactics looked kind of bad. He didn't seem to have any hand traps.
Yeah, I don't think he had any hand traps.
Yeah. Shadow Schism seems really good. That's maybe something we can lean into a little bit more. Although he does have Albas and he does have Super Poly, which is a pretty easy way to remove Winda. Mystic Mine is good. Nibiru doesn't seem too great, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, it seems like he does his combo over over the span of 2 turns, right? So
Yes.
I'm not sure if Nibiru is going to work.
And for the same reason, I do want to take out Called by the Grave. We didn't see any hand traps.
Yeah.
So I think we'll do something like this. And we will go first. Right? Huh.
Will we? We've got.
I guess we could go second, right? Let's go second. Let's let him go first.
Yeah, see what he can do if he goes first.
I think we could probably out OTK this deck, provided we draw not like this.
Okay, this is awkward.
It's not the worst. We do have Tragedy branded, which will allow us to get a fusion summon.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if he's going to go for all this, then we are going to get to evenly for a lot.
Yes. At least one card here, if not more. Which I think we're going to do. I think we are going to evenly trade for 2 of these cards for sure.
The set is, I assume, Super Poly.
That was a great draw, too. Because this can get us... it can App Cologne, then we can pitch our Tragedy and go off that way.
This is very good.
So let's
first things first, we want to just battle phase evenly, right?
Yeah, I think so. What do you think they're going to keep him, F? Do you think they're going to keep the ballpark?
I think he's going to keep the set, and the set is a Super Poly, and we're going to have to Cosmic Cyclone it before we do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, no.
No, he's keeping the ballpark. Okay, I mean, that's better for us because we can keep the Cyclone until later.
They're banishing it face down.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see.
Yeah, okay. I see what they're doing.
He's keeping the ballpark.
Okay.
And now we just do our thing, right?
Yeah. Good
Well,
enough.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, good enough, yeah. Okay.
We'll remember it's face down.
So I think we want to go for... What do we want to go for here? I think Nadir Servant, right?
Sending...
App Cologne.
What do you send? App Cologne, getting...
This gets us...
yeah, you're right. Yeah, this is good. This is all good.
Yeah.
What do you discard, though?
Tragedy, because it gets the effect.
Yes. Yeah.
So we get Ecclesia, and we get Schism, right?
Oh, you're adding for the Tragedy.
Yep. And then...
Or adding for the Servant.
Yes. And then Tragedy effect is activated. This is going to search us our Owlbear. And then we're going to summon Owlbear, but I'm not sure what we're going to get here. We could get Branded Opening, which I don't hate. We could also get the field spell. Or we could get like another... I don't think we get another Branded in red because we only have 2 monsters anyway. It's either the field spell or the opening. I think we get the opening. Because we have
that's what I was going to say too. I think you get the opening and then we set like 3.
We could set 4 or 4.
4, right?
Yeah.
You're going to set the Branded, the Cosmic Cyclone. Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll keep the evenly in hand to pitch to the Branded opening. And then I think in the draw phase, we'll use Masquerade. Yeah. Use the opening. And then we'll use the... What's the other one? The Branded in red. After... Because we're going to be able to get Dramaturge, which is like our floating effect veiler.
Yes.
And then we'll use still draw phase. We'll use the Branded in red. Add back Tragedy. Banish Dramaturge and Tragedy. And we can also chain block this way by making Tragedy chain link 1. This will make Masquerade. Actually, we'll make it in this column. And then Tragedy 1, Drama 2. Summon the drama. Search for an Owlbear. Hey, man. We're out here.
We should be set.
Yeah.
We've got Cyclone to shut down this ballpark thing, which is apparently what his deck needs.
Yeah, to OTK or whatever.
And we could still Schism if we needed to
Yeah.
keep him off that effect as well.
Yeah,
Because
totally.
we have Winda in the extra deck, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I think here...
We may have needed to Cosmic Cyclone that set.
No, we have to Cosmic Cyclone the ballpark. That's why I passed.
Oh, you're right. Because you can do that
Yeah.
even when we attack directly. Jesus.
Now that we've drawn Fusion Destiny, though, I think we can actually Cyclone the back row and go for game. Because we can Fusion Destiny for Phoenix Enforcer straight up, and then use Phoenix Enforcer to destroy the ballpark. So
and hope it's not Super Poly.
Yeah, that would suck. Oh, Waking the Dragon. Oh.
That's even worse.
I guess we'll chain Schism.
You could
right
chain this to yeah.
Oh wait, we can't. We don't even have two. Oh, we don't even have two. Okay.
You can banish stuff from your field.
This is only.
Yeah. You can still use Schism.
Oh, we can.
Yeah. You can banish guys from your field.
This is embarrassing. I don't even know how this deck works. Shit. Right. That is no bueno.
That is no bueno.
That's fine. We'll do it in a minute. We'll see what they make first, and then we'll see what we need to make. I didn't want to summon Winda just yet because we'll need to Fusion Destiny, and then we don't want to Winda.
Right. Let's see what we're dealing with. Is unaffected by other cards affected till the end of your next turn. You need the battle phase. You can. This is not going to do anything. He doesn't have any insects in grave yet.
So this doesn't do anything. It's just 4K, right?
Well, it's going to be unaffected by card effects during his next turn.
But it's not fusion summoned.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I didn't see that line.
So we can remove this using.
We can just kill that with
Construct, right? Oh, we don't have Construct. We took it out. We took
Construct out. But we can Phoenix Enforcer it, right?
Shit. Yeah, we can Phoenix Enforcer. I think that's what we're gonna
do. But then we need a different plan for the ballpark.
What if we go Alubear first? This is getting a little wild. We go Alubear first. Go get Fusion. What the fuck is the card? Oh, branded field spell. Theater of the Branded. Go get this. Now we can Fusion summon Starving Venom, and then Starving Venom can gain 4,000 attack.
Okay.
And then we can Fusion Destiny. Yes. Okay. So.
Okay, yeah. It's all coming together.
Okay. Actually, Starving Venom can just blow that shit up, right? You can target one level 5 or higher. Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't do anything. Okay. But then
it's just gonna gain the attack, right?
Yeah.
And gain the effect, which is nothing here.
Yes. But whatever. Let's Fusion Destiny. Send our shit. Send this guy and the other guy. We could summon it in the extra monster zone.
That may be the thing now.
Yeah, because
if we use Schism,
I misplayed. I should have specialed Ecclesia first. That way we would have had game guaranteed. This is a learning experience. This is
pretty complicated.
What are we blowing up here? Probably a lot of confusion monsters. Yeah, no cap. If one of these is destroyed, do we get something back?
We have our Starving Venom is 5,800, right? Or 6,800, right?
Yes.
Is he gonna shark us? We didn't declare it.
Yes. We'll just destroy the Starving Venom.
You mean the ballpark?
Yeah, the ballpark and the Starving Venom.
Oh yeah. You're
right.
Starving Venom's gonna kill that now, and this.
Yes.
This is game.
Yes. There we go. We made it happen. We made it happen somehow, and then we attacked with our. Okay. Holy shit, bro.
Okay. That's how you get through. Okay, so now I'm wondering if that other face down, the first face down that he banished off of evenly, it's banished face down. So if that was Awaking the Dragon, that wouldn't have triggered, right?
Yeah, that doesn't trigger.
Okay.
We don't have anything we really care about here besides maybe Red Reboot, right? None of this other
I don't even
stuff
think
is
Red
good.
Reboot. We haven't seen any traps.
This is just our best configuration, so let's just
I think we just stick with this.
yeah. But that last game was a really good example of like how you can OTK out of nowhere with this. You can really build up a lot of resources on field and put a lot of damage together.
What were you saying with Ecclesia? If you had summoned Ecclesia first,
If we had specialed Ecclesia, not searched, and then we Fusion Destiny summon DPE into the extra monster zone, we can use DPE to pop the thing, Starving Venom attack over, and then we had lethal that way.
I see.
Yeah, that was another way we could have lethal, but I think just popping the Starving Venom is
popping
fine.
the Starving Venom was a good find.
Yeah. And that way we can kind of get around the whole like sharking situation where we didn't really.
Definitely did not declare that. He
Yeah.
did us a solid by giving us the thumbs up on that gain.
Thankfully, we didn't need the gain basically because we were able to blow it up.
This was the honorable way to do it.
I kind of want to just Feather Dust.
Yeah, but he's gonna. Okay, but yeah, it's probably like 2 Waking the Dragon set. But if he's just summoning that dumb insect thing that does nothing,
then it doesn't matter,
do we
right?
care? Because we've got Fusion Destiny.
We've got Nadir Servant.
Okay, yeah. Do this. So if this does get on video, Feather Duster into 2 Waking the Dragon. Oh,
but that's fine. Oh,
totally fine. Oh no, that's fine. We're totally fine with this.
Yeah,
it's gonna be.
It goes to.
It's gonna be the ballpark, but we can still blow that up.
Yeah, which is fine. And it wasn't. Has total cards and hand and field face than you do. Target one face-up card. Huh. They could have activated this. Oh, neither player.
But they didn't have any good targets for it.
Okay.
I think they could have. I think they could have targeted Feather Duster with that.
Yeah, they could have actually. I wonder what their set is. Anyway, I think we can do the Fusion Destiny combo here.
Oh no, they couldn't have. I don't think I could have chained that.
We can Fusion Destiny first, right? Yeah, they can't chain this because there's nothing on the field to target with mistaken accusation, right?
Well, I was gonna say Feather Duster, but we didn't actually have more total cards at that moment.
Ah, I see.
He put the giant ballpark in his hand. I just noticed that.
Yes, with metaverse, right?
That is relevant.
Okay, so here we send Tragedy and Denier, kind of what we did in that first game. This is gonna make.
And you're gonna do the dangerous one, the dangerous version.
Yes, we're gonna make the dangerous play, and then activate Tragedy, which is gonna search for us Owlbear. Owlbear is gonna search for us the field spell, and then we're gonna be able to do some stuff. And we should still be able to Nadir Servant after all this too, right? Nadir Servant's just for the rest of the turn, right?
For the rest of the turn, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So Owlbear is gonna get. What were we getting with this? Oh, the field spell. Yeah, that's right. We need this so we can make the Phoenix Enforcer.
Make the Phoenix Enforcer.
Yep. Special Summon the Denier. This does play into Nib. Doesn't play into Nib. I think this is 4 summons.
It's gonna be 4 if you stop here. It'll be 5 if you get Ecclesia with Nadir Servant and then summon Ecclesia.
Yeah, I'm gonna activate the fusion thing and then chain Dangerous, and Dangerous is gonna send the Celestial, and then GG's.
And he's going to concede because we got it. Yes.
Whew. Let's go. That was a sick game. Thanks for joining me, MMF. Smash like, subscribe, viewers.
Yeah, I definitely thought we had gotten 2-0'd when we hit that Waking the Dragon, but somehow pulled through it.
Thankfully there was no like Dragoon or something like crazy like that.
Something insane. Yeah. This was good shit.
Good deck.
I'm glad we got to show off some of these combos.
Me too. Once again, thanks for joining me, and
thank you for having me as always.
Signing off. Peace out, everyone.